Good morning, everyone. Today, our Dr. Neha Ronald Williams is going to teach you about penicillin binding protein. The bacterial cell wall consists of specific binding site for beta-lactam antibiotic. These membrane-associated binding sites for antibiotic are known as penicillin binding protein. These are nothing but the enzymes transpeptidase and carboxypeptidase, which are actually involved in the terminal stages of peptidoglycan biosynthesis. Inactivation of these enzymes occur mainly through the formation of penicillosyl-SL linkages. This results into the immediate biochemical defect in the synthesis of cell wall peptidoglycan. In gram-negative bacteria, penicillin-binding proteins are present in the periplasmic fluid due to the high concentration of beta-lactamase in this region. It becomes difficult for lactam antibiotic to bind with these proteins and to produce biochemical defect in the synthesis of cell wall. Moreover, the impressive variety of beta-lactamase that gram-negative bacteria are able to produce help the organism to hydrolyze both penicillin and cephalosporin. The highly permeable nature of gram-positive bacteria allows the easy passage of not only all beta-lactam antibiotics, but also the penetration of larger antibiotics which otherwise remain ineffective against gram-negative bacteria due to their poor penetration ability. Most of the bacteria produce beta-lactamase enzymes. These enzymes hydrolyze the beta-lactam ring of different beta-lactam antibiotics, including penicillin and cephalosporin. It involves the formation of an acyl enzyme intermediate that is probably important in all beta-lactamase reactions. Studies with several different beta-lactamases have implicated a serine residue as a site for acetylation. After some time, deacetylation occurs to release hydrolyzed beta-lactam molecule and a normal beta-lactamase enzyme. The number of penicillin-binding protein present varies between 10 to 10 per bacterial cell depending upon the molecular weight. These proteins can be broadly categorized as abundant but relatively low molecular weight penicillin-binding protein, less but relatively high molecular weight penicillin-binding protein. Bacterial resistance to the antibiotics. The emergence of microbial strains that are resistant to the antibacterial agent obviously limit therapeutic value of these agents. Various mechanisms have been put forward to explain the development of resistant strain of microorganisms. The production of beta-lactamase enzyme will continue to be an extremely important mechanism of resistance to beta-lactam antibiotic. The presence of beta-lactamase lower down the concentration of antibiotic and decrease the binding of antibiotic to the penicillin binding protein present in the bacterial cell wall. Resistance to the antibiotic action also developed due to modification in penicillin binding protein through the mutational effect. This leads to the reduction in the penetration ability of the antibiotic. Such mutational changes in binding protein are reported to occur in methicillin resistant strain of S. aureus, pneumoniae, or Guionnacus, and in Moxa lactam treated gram negative bacilli. Mutation generally occurs at a frequency of 1 in 10 raised to power 3 to 10 raised to power 0 cell division. Resistance to streptomycin-bound enteric bacilli constitute the example of spontaneous single-step mutation, while resistance to penicillin by gonorrhea exemplifies the development of slow stepwise resistance. Such resistance developed through genetic mechanism are transported from resistant cell to the sensitive cell in bacteria by transduction, transformation, or conjugation process. The penetration of the antibiotic in the bacterial cell is governed by permeability of the cell wall and energy supplied for the transportation. The transport of antibiotic may be hampered due to lack of energy. This may be induced by mutational or a plasmid-coded product that interfere in the synthesis of ATP. Moreover, alteration in the structural features of the antibiotic result into reduced transportation and decreased affinity of antibiotic to its binding site. This specifically is reported to occur with aminoglycoside. Nalidixic acid group and polymyxin are the only exceptional example of antibacterial agent to which plasmid resistance is not reported to develop. Bacteria where resistance develops through plasmid-mediated mechanism. Gram-positive bacteria, Bacillus species, Clostridium perfringens, Staphylococcus epidermis, Staphylococcus specialis, Streptococcus Streptococcus specialis, Streptococcus pyogenes, Streptococcus pneumoniae. Gram-negative bacteria, Citrobacter species, Enterobacter species, E. coli, Haemophilus influenza, Neisseria gonorrhoeae, Pseudomonas species, Salmonella species. Sometimes the microorganism may acquire resistance to the action of antibiotic, developing a totally separate pathway resistant to the attack of antibiotic. Thus, resistance develops due to bypassing the antibiotic-sensitive metabolic step. In these bypass mechanisms, a plasmid provides a cell within an enzyme that is refractory to the action antibiotic. For example, E. coli, when treated with trimethoprim, develop resistance due to designing of an altered dihydrofolate reductase enzyme. In certain cases, resistance may be acquired by reducing the demand of the metabolite, which is influenced by the antibacterial agent. For example, sulfonamide resistant strain of Neisseria requires less thymine than the sensitive strain. The antibiotic agent, instead of attacking the microorganism, may be utilized antagonize the biochemical intermediate that is released by microorganism itself.